Hello. Oh, it's running in the background. Hold on, guys. I got to fix that. Oh, that's better. All right, there we go. We were getting extra sound going into today. Hello, Koozmeister. Glad you found us. Hello, Mini Mac. It's good to be seen this morning. It's good to be live. Hello, Dr. Connie. Hello, John Flowers, Trisha, Janet. Even the Red Wing found us. Happy Festivus, everybody. Airing of Grievous to commence shortly. I'm mad they've not let this thing go. I am definitely upset at all those that are still doing without. Let's see. Somebody is hearing that St. Germain Trust will be released tomorrow. I don't expect that until Christmas Day, but I'm not going to rule it out. Oh, we're hearing fun stuff. Let's hope we get this one. Hello, Spoon Lady. Hello, Lim Tonk. Hello, Linda's, Karen's, all of you. Kukla, I'm glad you found us too. It is. I'm trying to be festive. I was going to wear red today and tomorrow, unless we get the golden egg, and then, duh, totally wearing that one. Hello, Ladybug. Still seems to be lost ones over at the other channel. Someone could post a link to this site over there. It might help them. Yeah, except for I didn't crank up. Did I? Yeah, I don't know if there's any chat available with the other one, guys. It won't let me set up one. It literally turns my back office off in YouTube, guys, when they gave me that week ban. So I can't do anything with it. So I can't even go in there and put up one. I mean, all my old content's there. They're still making money on me. I'm not making it, but they're making it. It is kind of crazy how this one works. Hello, Chili Philly. Hello, Anthony Rodriguez and Casa Grande. Hello, Natasha Higginbotham. Hello, Red Canary. Nancy P. Hello, Alice. Hello, Myrna. Still, I don't know how you keep doing it. Being a nurse, that is. Hello, Patrick and Thomas. Lantagon. Hello, Cheryl and Gabriel. Let's see, where's Gabriella at? In Brandon, Florida. That is too funny. Oh, that's great. Donnie, you like that day 2 of exile? All right, Gabriella, we got to have fun with this one from Brandon, Florida. That is where DeSantis went to sign some of his executive orders as governor. Epic troll. I mean, I wonder if I can get him on here on Trolling News, right? Mary, this is a great question. Is there any update on any of the poisoned patriots from the anthrax or suspected anthrax poisoning? Hello, Archbishop Davis. It is good to see you down in St. Petersburg. Hello, Mr. Fausto. Thomas, it is good to see you. I've been actually fleshing out the whole idea of the working through like the logistics for packaging or meat processing plants closer to farmers. I've been working on that one. It's been fun to work on. Hello, Jasper, Georgia. Hello, Pickles and Kirk Allen. 107 down under. Who or what opened the St. Germain Trust? Well, I get in trouble if I name any of the folks that are part of that. The trustees. We'll leave it right there. Utah has checked in. Hello, Stella. We get another from Brandon, Florida. Hello, Theodore. Do we call you Theodore? The little one, when she was little, guys, used to say Theodore. Still, every time I see like Theodore or the name, I just have to go there. I'm like, Theodore? I just hear that little voice in my head. Love it. Hello, 365 Shift. I'm going to give a little longer day, guys, today because a number of folks are still trying to find us over at the backup channel. So I'm not going to rush as quickly. There will be a little bit more of the just hey, good mornings, hellos, and all of those things before we dive into any news, just to give folks a chance to find us. I did, though, this morning post the trolling news link for this particular video. And I'm going to do the same thing in Twitter. I'm going to try to remember to do the same thing each morning to make it easier for those folks that haven't found the backup channel yet. And it tremendous motivation to get another backup channel started and set up. So we're going to work on that one. Hello, XRP Blake, for all those future millionaires out there. Let's see. Happy days, happy life. Good morning. I'm Santa for a fat bank account and a skinny body. Unfortunately, he mixed them up last year. That is awesome. All of humanity will be recipients for the St. Germain Trust. It is going to be used to do tremendous amounts of humanitarian work. I'm not convinced that St. Germain money isn't one of the driving forces on the humanitarian efforts for the Zim, to be honest with you guys. Hey, MS, you found us. Good to find you. We're good. Glad you found us. Hello, Payson, Utah. Hello, Brett. Let's see. DeSantis, one of the few governors standing up firmly. He is. I don't want to think, because you still see that occasional, hey, he might be deep state. God, I hope not. Sure, it certainly would be nice to find somebody we can trust. Hello, Shelby Township, Michigan. Dean, I've heard from somebody that has contacts in Texas ones that they are planning to work partial day on Christmas Eve, not on Christmas, but yes, on the 26th being a Sunday. And the rest of it, I've heard from 3 on the East Coast. So I believe it's a nationwide thing. McAllen, Texas, checking in. Hello, Mark Riggles. Your new place information should also show up on recaps. They did mention there was a trolling news. There wasn't a link in it, but somebody sent me a clip of that. Also, Hobie over at Rumor Mill News wants us to know that he does not have like a regular email news update. So when notices come out, they could probably put up directions on their website, but they don't know if they will be used to get an email out. So I just wanted to make certain you guys do indeed sign up at like Dinar Recaps and some of those to be safe. Hello, Team Kerr in Nashville. Give us what we want, what we really, really want. I think I know that song. Sounds familiar. MZ Lady Di, Florida. It's good to see you. In Gainesville, hello, Wells Fargo Honeybee. Or just WF, not certain it means Wells Fargo, but Christmas Day will be 70. Here in the Carolinas, I think we get to like 60 on Christmas Day, and it is, I think, 20-something out there now. I get the backup channel on Rumble with your handle. Hello, Ronald. Michael's got another source. Oh, same format as Twitter. You may have to share it with one of the mods, Michael, or send me an email on it. I know that I'm out there in a lot of other places. I'm not quite certain how I'm out there. They kind of hijack me and run with me. Rock Your Red needs her wrench back. Let's work on that. All right, Rock Your Red, I need you. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wow, God almighty, you're fast. All right, I'm looking for a Rock Your Red post. Found her. There we go. There we go. All right. I knew I had to do a lot of behind the scenes work today. Hello, Manchester, UK. Spiritually content. My schedule over the coming days, normal. I was not planning on whiskey and wisdom this evening with the changeover, though, guys. Just that crunch. Normal stream tomorrow morning with Mr. C on Christmas Eve. Was not planning on a 7 p.m. Christmas Eve night. Back again on Monday morning. Unless something happens over the weekend. And, of course, I'll come back no matter what. Doesn't matter if it's Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. Hello, Shawnee, Oklahoma. Chilly. West Virginia representative standing up. Joe Manchin, he is. Although it's dead in the water, they are pushing to force a vote on Build Back Better because they want to shame Manchin. I think what they're actually going to see are a number of other Democrats jumping ship if they force that vote. I think that is going to be a tremendous amount of political egg on the face. If they push that, you already have 23 House members on the left side of the aisle that have said we are not running. We are, throwing in the towel. We're done with this. I think the backlash will be huge if they force that vote, because then they're forced to go on paper. Now, the Government Office of Budget and Accounting is showing about a $4.2 trillion deficit unfunded. Of course, then they shot back and said, no, that's inaccurate. You're not counting the new tax increases that are coming, so it's only going to be a little over $2 trillion that's unfunded. Meanwhile, we've already got runaway inflation, just not happening. That thing is dead. You don't even have to throw a fork in it. It's like it's dried and desiccated, and you couldn't get a fork in it. At this point, it's petrified remains of a bill. Let's do this. I know a number of you folks just want to get on with news. I am hearing some interesting stuff. I still don't know what Rod said. Wait, somebody just said, I think Rod may be in the house. Maybe he had some good news. I'll keep the phone handy. Rod, if it's something good and you want to share, you're welcome to call real quickly. I will keep it close by just in case. Nope, don't need that. Let's kill that, turn that up. All right. That way I'll be prepared and ready if he does. What I'm hearing, guys, a number of whales, it's kind of a mixed thing. A number of them are staying in place over the holiday season as they expect in any moment. And they're now being told that Sunday is very much a possibility. If it doesn't occur before then, they are pushing hard. They still want this thing out within days, if possible. I hope they make it, because I know we all want to get over the top. I do have some folks leaving today and tomorrow to get out and get home for the holidays. Most of them are trying to arrange travel back on Sunday and Monday to be in place. There is still an effort, guys. Don't throw in the towel yet. I'm still hearing very positive things coming out of all fronts, from Iraq to Zurich to 3 different redemption areas here in the States. It's try to focus on family, Christmas, the reason for the season. And if we get this in the next couple of days, it is just going to be a great Christmas miracle and a bonus. But they're still staying in place. I'm still getting redemption centers that are working partial day tomorrow, not on Christmas, yes, on Sunday. So things are still in a good spot, still in an excellent spot. Ooh. Now I'm going to have like little red spots on my forehead. Good morning, Land Shark. Good morning and Merry Christmas, Land Shark. Jason, did you catch that? Wow, if I can find it. Jason was like, they're bankrupt. I wonder how we're still playing this game. And then it was gone. I think it was Siefkin or something like that in the name. And then the chat was just right. And if you guys remember, I think it was yesterday morning, we shared a link showing 6 or 7 other countries that went bankrupt over the last year. How are they still playing this game? Because people are still taking the bankrupt money because they're still pretending. The thought of admitting that the game is over is so horrendous that they're going to continue to play it. It's kind of like they know that we all know it's an act, and they are still playing the game and pretending. Nuts, Zim rates, Plato, I'm still hearing the same thing. Linda Steffi, one is kind of nice seeing your normal name on there, Linda. We were pulled off of YouTube. We're on Trolling News Network now. Linda, just send me an email. I will send you a link for the backup channel, or somebody can post it here, Trolling News Network. So we have moved to a backup channel. Supposedly on October 8th, somebody mentioned something to do with the November election cycle that they disagreed with, and they found that we were furthering what they consider the big lie. I've probably brought an article on some of the lawsuits and where they're at and the progress thereof. Nasera would get inserted immediately upon Mr. C doing his job as the code man. Debly, foot still hurts, but is considerably better than it was yesterday. So to me, after the first day it hurt and then it got worse yesterday, it is definitely improving. It is not in any way 100%. I don't even think it's 50%, but it is. I can feel it healing. Within 2 to 3 days, I believe I will be 100% out of pain with it, or as close to out of pain as I ever get on my feet. Skefla found it. Skefla already knows where Trolling News Network is. He hit it hard the very first day we set it up. Merry Christmas to all. Yeah, where is Annabelle? She was already up here once or twice this morning. Awake, right? We already know. Come on, man. I am totally with you there, Awake Tig. Stock market's in fantasy land. Yeah, curiosity is trying to get me here. I'm guessing it's probably up again, even as we go through some of the most tremendous business news in modern history. It finds a way to go up. I think it believed the presser yesterday saying that it's the best first-year economy of any president in 50 years. Don't know how you get excited and brag about what, 10% inflation or more. I don't know how you pull that one off. Let's talk about some news and answer some questions. Market makes high of the year. Wait, where'd you go, Doers Man? Al, it's good to see you, brother. High of we'll make high of the year next week. You think so? Do we make the high? Do we crash? Do we stop ignoring the fundamentals? Hey, Annabelle makes my day. She's prissy like me. She is definitely prissy. She's surprisingly not that high of maintenance, though. Good morning, Zach in Oklahoma. Kimmo, where else can you sign up for notifications? I am open for suggestions, guys. If you can think of a place, please let Kimmo know. Because I don't know the websites. I know there's a couple of them out there that send regular email updates. Tyrone, huh? There's an interesting thought. No, it's definitely a person, and it's taking it on their personal job to troll. Or it's a paid troll. That's probably the most likely thing. Oh, yeah, don't you love that? Biden just had pulled into port. The windows behind him at the presser the other day clearly showed cargo ships and a dockyard, not the White House. It was, but they showed it from a different angle, and they showed the set that's across the street in the Eisenhower building in the basement that has the TV screens turned sideways on the other side of the window so that they can change what he's looking at. It nuts. Freedom, glory, it is time for it. Let's see, who else? How we get? Do we get Saint Nick or do we get Saint Germain? I think I prefer Saint Germain for this Christmas. How about you, Heatwave? Let's see. Somebody asked, is Redemption Center only for currency exchange? Yes, it's only for currency exchange. It is not if you have like old school Federal Reserve money want to trade it in. It's not if you have silver, gold. It is literally just for those. Some of the redemption centers, I'm being told, will be used for historic bonds, though, and settlements. But that will depend on your market. You won't know till you call to make an appointment. Yeah, Noreen agrees. Definitely Saint Germain. I don't know, Gwen. This is a good question. Do you guys, you New Yorkers, how about you, Al? Do you know if they have canceled the dropping of the ball for New Year's Eve? Have they canceled any of these because of the Omicron variant? Da-da-da. Da-da. Wait, da-da-da. Hello, WTF Squash. You think we're going to go ahead and get the 10 days of darkness through the 15th of January after the 5th? We do know that he does have a major announcement planned for January 6th in Mar-a-Lago. If any of you guys don't know the history of Mar-a-Lago, I would suggest it as well. At one time in American history, it was the summer White House. Absolutely, Vilma. This is one that we've, of course, it has been some time. Unless you've been at this a long time and are familiar with Blue Wolf, yes, I am told you guys have one in New San Juan, not Old San Juan, but New San Juan in Puerto Rico, that you do indeed have a redemption center because of the military. And most people don't realize that Puerto Rico gives a tremendous percentage based on its size of its young men and women join the military. So they have a surprisingly high concentration in Puerto Rico of currency holders. as when they were coming back from the Gulf, their commanders, their leaders said, hey, you really should buy some of this, invest in it, it's going to be worth something someday. So Puerto Rico, yes, absolutely will have a center there. I'm told 100% new San Juan. I don't know if they're going to have multiple ones in more than one location or not, though. That I don't know. The ball drop is currently pending. Thank you, Nancy. The mayor said he will make a decision before Christmas Eve. Dave Sam says, yes, it's going to happen. I imagine it's going to happen. They may do that same privileged whatever where there aren't as many people, but the pushback is getting so strong now that I think they're afraid to cancel things because they know people are just done with it. And if you push them hard enough, they're going to be done with everything. So if you only push them a little, maybe you can still get them to do some things. One of the other things that has really surprised folks is the number that refuse to go get boosters. In other words, some people said, hey, I played your game. You said if I did this, it would go back to normal, but nothing went back to normal. So they just, they're not playing that game. Now, I really should get onto some of these news subjects real quickly. Wait for this to pop up over here. This actually was in the New Yorker. This is new cases with Omicron, guys. As you are seeing, the cases per 100,000 people skyrocketing. Of course, the highest in the country has the toughest lockdowns in New York. There's Illinois. California is up there as well. Two of the lowest, even with the spiking cases, Florida and Texas. I'm wondering if there's something about these mandates that just don't work or something. I don't know. I mean, you guys see if you can figure it out. I'm not even going to try to. And then we'll talk about some news real quickly. This one I should have covered yesterday or the day before. This is General Flynn files restraining order against Pelosi and the entire January 6th commission. And he brings up some excellent in the brief. I took the time to search it and read it up and read it. Ooh, read it up. All right. And check the filing as they go after him. It really is based on some pretty solid legal precedents. It's going to be interesting to watch this one because he really is fighting for the privacy and the right of people. I mean, he wasn't there. He didn't plan it. He wasn't part of it. But they're still coming after him as a private citizen because they want to shut him up. We talked about this briefly last night. The blatant religious discrimination. The U.S. military approves 0 religious exemptions. It doesn't matter that fetal cells were used in the development or fetal-derived cell lines were used in development and testing. None of that matters. They have given 0. This, to me, is a clear violation of church and state. If that is indeed something that's important to the left, they have literally crapped all over it, trod all over the separation of church and state. FDA, I really struggled whether to include this one or not, but I think this is going to be part of the narrative as to why they need to back off on many of these lollipop mandates. Is because, well, now we've got something you can take. If you're at risk, you can start taking it. First time you've been exposed, we've got options. And $5 billion deal with the Biden administration, they're all still making money, just like they are. Heck, they can make more money with these than they make with the lollipops. So watch this one. I think this is going to help them change the narrative. And matter of fact, let's go right here first. The World Health Organization says the lollipop booster programs will prolong the crisis. No country can boost its way out of the pandemic. Duh. But that it is on CNBC. This is important. CNBC has a couple of articles in the last day or so where they are now willing to question the narrative. If CNBC is questioning the narrative, who is next, right? Who's next to question it? Delta asked the CDC to cut quarantine guidelines for breakthrough, citing workforce impact. They can't get enough pilots. They can't get enough staff. If there is a test for 10 days, they have to quarantine no matter what. Of course, that is down from the 14 days it started as. They want it down to 5 days. What they've got is they'll have somebody test positive, say symptomatic. 2 days later, they're negative, but they still can't get them back into the workforce for 8 more days. It's causing massive disruptions for them as a company. Also for you guys as you try to travel and there's nobody there to help you travel over the holidays when you go see grandma. All right, hospitals push to financial ruin as nurses quit in mass. This is a Bloomberg article even. Check this out. It is a pushback by mainstream media. I mean, heck, at this point, maybe I'll get a job over at CNN or something as they look for conservative people. Wait, I'm not perverted enough to work at CNN, right? Food insecurity. This is another, I found it, well, actually, one of you guys found it. I found it at Bloomberg, but they would not let me share it. So I am very tickled to find that one of you guys found it, reprinted at Canadian Food Sync. Food insecurity reaches 5-month high as child tax credit payments end. Now, I know this is confusing because it says Canadian Food Sync. This is an article about here in the U.S., not in Canada. What I did not realize, I mean, I suspected it, but, you know, I've just been busy going on with my life trying to track this reset, the collapse of our existing fiat system and all that. So it just hasn't been at the forefront because I'm still eating, which is kind of sad that I, forget that there are many, many out there struggling, trying to do anything to eat with no control over their own food supply. 21 million Americans did not have enough to eat in early December as aid payments run out. The pandemic and grocery prices up. Many low-income families, 21 million Americans, are already feeling that crunch, guys. So I'm kind of curious here for our international community. Are you seeing similar things in your countries? That's the part I wanted to know. All right, James Oliver wins lawsuit against McDonald's. I had to share this one. You guys have shared a number of things going on at McDonald's with me lately. He won his lawsuit. The food is not fit for human consumption. I wanted to share it. You can even go in here. They linked the original one, but he won the lawsuit. McDonald's tried to shut him up. And he said, look, I'm only telling them the 100% honest truth, where you derive it, the pink meat, the mystery meat. You're washing food with poison, watching fats, so that you can turn it into pig meat and put it in with dog food quality meat. It's just, this is something, guys. And that he won his lawsuit means that when they came after him saying it was just simply slandered, he had to prove that what he was saying was accurate about the food supply there. That is a scary thought, guys. It's time we spend our money where our belief structure is. Oh, this one I couldn't resist. Actually, I should probably make that one the last one. If you guys remember, I shared a few days ago a Wikipedia about when the U.S. was trying to develop the gay bomb so that they could deploy it over battlefields and the opposing forces would stop so that they could make mad, passionate love to each other. This is actually real from the Wikipedia, and this guy did a breakdown on it. I know it's a year too old. I just wanted to share this one for you guys so that you can say, hey, here it is. You don't even have to read an article or a Wikipedia. This one I found very interesting. Al, or Alternate Moon, they pulled this one from an NPR article. Expert find books, coins, and envelope in a plinth in a Robert E. Lee statue. This is one that they recently tore down in Richmond. They actually tore it down a few months ago and moved it to another historic location or museum. This is in the base that the statue was on. They found a, what would you call it? A time box. I think they actually, what do they call it in here? Time pedestal. Wait, no, time capsule. There, that's the word I'm looking for. But I do find it interesting because Virginia Governor Ralph Northam watches a senior curator. They're trying to paint this as, hey, this is a real historic find. We find these things the day and time. Like he's worried about history. He's so busy tearing it down. So I thought they really should rephrase this one and say Virginia blackface Governor Ralph Northam. Some of the things that have come out of that man's mouth continue to just stun me as he plays race and politics. It's a racist playing race and politics. That's my take on it. Based on what I have studied of his history and his past and his comments over the years. He will tell you anything you want to hear to get a vote, depending on whatever time it is. But if you leave him on his own and nobody's looking, his policies are going to be abusive, authoritarian, and racist. That's my thought, Ralph. Be glad for you to prove me wrong. Somebody just said, don't tell me Wendy's. I need Wendy's to be okay. I need something to be okay in the fast food so that when you don't have a choice, you're traveling, you need something that's safe to eat. I'll be okay with it, Kathy, as they do go down. Gwen wants me to talk about birth certificates. There's not really much to talk about on that one. While I'm hearing that there will be monetary compensation for birth certificates, I'm being told that is years away unless you are retirement age. If you're retirement age, I'm hearing that something will start soon. I don't know what it's going to look like. Nobody has given any kind of like cohesive message on that one. We do expect your Social Security, disability, pensions and everything to go up considerably, SSI and SSD specifically to about $5,000 a month, but we just don't have much yet on birth certificates. If they gave everybody their birth certificate money, there would be nobody going to work. There would be nobody delivering food. There would be nobody growing food because, well, they'd all be wealthy. And then the whole system would crash and burn. So I think we are technologically years away from seeing a mass payout on all of those. That's my take. And that's what's been explained to me, and I believe it. It makes sense. Oh, God, Skeffler, can I tell you how worried they were that you would not have found us here yet? Whew. Boy, that's a relief. And did you watch, just kind of curious, and I love putting up, having fun with, have you watched the video yet I keep sharing with you with Dr. Shabibi explaining how the process works? Shoot, at one point I even gave you the links for Warren Buffett when he explained why he bought the Iraqi dinar, but I guess you're smarter than both of them. Whew, good to know. All right, let's see. Yes, Merry Christmas to even Skeffler. Merry Christmas to everyone. You guys are fun. Good morning, San Diego. Let's see. MAGA girl, what is Trump going to talk about on the 6th or 7th? That's a great question. Everybody is pontificating, but supposedly it's a boom that changes the world that he is going to talk about on January 6th from Mar-a-Lago. Is it going to be a nothing burger? I mean, heck, we just saw him on national television talking about getting a booster. So what do you think he's going to talk about? Just maybe that he has partnered with Rumble, that he is officially launching his campaign for 2024. Is he going to announce that he's not? Is he going to announce his social media platform is ready for use? What is he going to announce? We should probably find somebody in Vegas so we can start taking bets on it, right? Legally taking bets. Art of Healing. Hey, I love that one. Breezy. Hope Santa's good to you all this weekend. Amen. Right? The fat man. Let's see. Does anyone know about January 5th, New York State Bill A416? We'll get vote on New York detention camps. I've seen some of the reporting on that Art of Healing. It truly is scary. And for those that don't know, there is a legislation for New York to create for those hesitant folks, lollipop folks, or quarantine camps similar to what they set up in Australia and other areas. It is a scary thought. I've not been able to find an update in the last 2 days or so. Art of Healing. Patricia, do you plan on keeping this updated for Second Basket or ones that go later? Absolutely. I think streaming after this event is more important than before. We're all going to get through this. At this point, do your due diligence, do your research, be familiar with what do you do, how do you get to the exchange, make certain that you know how to get your appointment set up, and then pretty much quit worrying. The tough part is going to be what do we do after? How do we grow our wealth? How do we make it generational? How do we help the world? All of those things. So I think it's more important to be here after than before. This is fantastic. Leah's mama says they canceled the New York bill. Hopefully they did. Hopefully there was so much pushback that they had no other choice. All right, that's interesting. That's interesting. Hold on, I'm coming. Wait, now I'm picturing like Sanford and Sons. Oh, easy. Rocky Red thinks he's not speaking to us. It's all comms and code. Band together to learn to be wealthy. Pretty much, Michael Morphus. So we can talk about what's working, as we expect laws to change. Also, humanitarian projects, who's doing what, how many people have you helped? So many things for us to talk about after this thing is done. Raleigh, this is great practice, learning to read quickly as I put things up on chat, or is it just scrolls past? It's a heck of a what would you call it? Exercise program for reading, for speed reading. Now, I'd be okay with that one. I heard those resorts that they're building are for the deep state. I'd be good with that one. In-N-Out Burger's okay. Kevin, that one surprised me. We have here on we have our version of that. We've got Cookout on the East Coast. That one surprised me that those are okay, because I've had friends that have worked in the facilities, or people I know that have worked in where they prep, they make all their patties. I mean, it comes in as real beef, and they have to portion it and section it. It's not coming in pre-done from some mysterious lab somewhere. So that's In-N-Out. They have been very picky about the controlling of their food supply. So that would not surprise me if In-N-Out is still safe. All right. King's Hacienda. Where is Deagle? Has the population down to 99 million in 3 years? Who is Deagle, or what is Deagle? Inquiring minds want to know, King's Hacienda. Gina, In-N-Out, so nothing of a meal. The last couple times I've eaten there, I was just very unimpressed. Carl's Jr., if you guys don't know what Carl's Jr. is, depending on where you're at in the country, our version of it is on the East Coast is Hardee's. If you go like Midwest and then left in the country, it becomes Carl's Jr. Carl's Jr. has burgers, and then they have like a sub franchise in each one, and I think you guys call it the green burrito or something like that. And if it's the Hardee's, it's like the red burrito or the red taco or something like that. And you guys calls yours green, we call ours red. You calls your Carl's Jr., we call ours Hardee's. Sam code, McDonald's is Soylent Green. Yes, it is. It's sorry, I'm getting a chuckle. Let's see. Zim, Great American Coin. Number of you folks. I don't. Last time I purchased currencies, guys, I purchased from a bank. I don't know where to tell you to go. You guys feel free to share as you would like to. People who own stock in these pharmaceutical companies his companies were probably unaware of the ingredients. I don't think that any elected official that's making decisions on whether we do or don't have to do these should be allowed to own any pharmaceutical company stock, them or their family. 6th most owned stock in Congress is Pfizer. We're not even talking about food right now. Oh, geez. I think I would make a good burgers. I have good marbling. Oh, man, that is too funny. Dallas, Texas said I ordered cheeseburgers from Carl's Jr. many times when I was visiting in Jakarta. Jakarta, Indonesia has a Carl's Jr. Very tasty burger, better than Hardee's. Huh. Somebody said Culver's. Five Guys Burgers. I don't know what to tell you on that one. Deagle's a population guess. Thank you, Mary. And then I didn't even see if King, you probably already responded. And DN Star, there's not a specific reason. It's just because the values I'm told is based off the trillion notes. All you have to do is do the math down for the size of the note. That's why we talk about the trillion notes, just because that's how the math was explained to us. So if you've got a smaller note, just do the math based on that. I did the math for somebody at one point via email that was like, hey, wait, so what does this note mean? So I took the time to break out the calculator, but it's much easier if you guys break out the calculator. MAGA Girl, I hope you're right. I would be fine with your take on this one. Agataya, let's see, McDonald's in the Philippines has spaghetti and chicken legs. I can tell you that the ketchup at the McDonald's, let's see, well, no, it wasn't a McDonald's. It was a Burger King, and it was in Gothenburg. I believe it was in Gothenburg. It's a strange kind of funky sweet ketchup. It's really weird. I'm like, this is not ketchup or ketchup. The rest of the world calls it catsup. In the U.S., we call it ketchup with a K. If you go just about anywhere else, it's C-A-T-S, catsup, S-U-P. And we do it K-E-T-C-H-U-P. Freddy's Steak Burgers. You know, I don't think they could use fake meat as thin as they make their burgers. Uh-oh, Carl's has the best coffee milkshakes. I like coffee. I'm personally opposed to artificial vanilla now that I know where it comes from, but Starstorm, excellent point. Starstorm says we're talking about fast food, but just imagine all the convenience foods in the freezer section of your grocery store as well. Yeah, all those microwave TV meals. Brent, wait, is this Culver's? I've never had this Culver's. Better Butter Burgers. Say that real quickly. Better burgers. How much burger would a butter burger better? Yeah, I don't even know where to go with that one. Hardy's first location. See, Harold, there's actually some really cool history in North Carolina. They also have the original Krispy Kreme donuts. It was on Battleground Avenue in Greensboro, North Carolina. It's since been bulldozed. It's a Starbucks and a Penn Station and something else now. But that which surprised when they made their corporate headquarters Winston-Salem. But the very first one was, North Carolina. A couple of things. Cheerwine comes from North Carolina. Pepsi, the taste of the Carolinas. June triplet. Will Nasir start when the RV happens? Yes. We asked Mr. C that question just this past Friday, June, and he is confident that is indeed when it starts, and I completely and utterly 100% agree with them. Could not agree with them more that is when it starts. Kurt says Five Guys is an awesome burger, and they source directly from the U.S. farmers. That's good to know. I don't like their French fries that everybody loves, and they're kind of like floppy, soggy, but. How is Matt? Matt gave me the update. He is improving, not as quickly as he would like to, but he's feeling a little bit better each day. He continues to get orders out as he physically can. They're getting very close to all caught up, so nobody panic on your CBD Guru orders. I've not talked to him today, and I didn't talk to him yesterday. We texted yesterday. Kevin, that's what we're hearing, that we're supposed to receive the federal income taxes back that we have paid as part of the settlement. Even that alone is going to be life-changing for many. Love In and Out. They have a Carl's Jr. in Panama. All right, Sochi, we're out of here. Let's see. Mr. Nude says, buy it at Banknote World. Ask for William to get the better deal. Is it? Wait, Mr. Nude, is that where Matt was getting his Bolivar? And if you know that answer, I mean, because he told us on the stream, and it's just one in and right out the other. Audrey said, I'm 67, haven't filed for SSI. How do I get my... It's going to be very easy, Audrey. It should be automatic based on your age. There should be nothing you have to do. Ladybug, the foot is improving considerably. It still hurts, and it's not 100%, but the difference between last night, I mean, it was just making it from the desk to the bed last night was miserable, and woke up this morning and I could use it. I mean, it's not great, but it is so much better than yesterday. So I'm going to simply be thankful that the Lord has started that healing process. Give praise and thanks where it is due. Poor Noreen. Yeah, signing up for Medicare Part B is so depressing. I cannot wait for med beds, Noreen. This whole getting old thing is horribly, horribly unfair. Kelly, think about for a minute. Krispy Kreme's pure sugar, and they want you to get a poisonous dart. They are trying to kill us. Paul, yes. Personally held VND, absolutely. No big deal at all. Take it, exchange it, enjoy it as soon as it's time. This is Kimmy B. We'll see if I can get Mr. C, if you're watching today. I think we're going to ask you this. Just what's included? Where is that St. Germain money going? I think that it would be a great one for him. Will my daughter get forgiveness on her car loan? I believe she will, yes. Do we know absolute 100% without any questionable doubt how Nasir is going to look? No. But I do. Any corporate or institutionalized debt, I believe, goes away or is canceled. Because they never had the money to loan you to start with. Ever. Sven, probably is why you're so healthy. Sven said, I never eat fast food, and that is probably why I'm so darn healthy. Even if you would pay me money to eat that garbage, I would not do it. I cook my own food, and I would rather do without food than eat that stuff. You misspelled stuff right there, Sven. Sylvia agrees with you, Sven. Say, I'll stick to my homemade food because at least I know what I'm putting in it. I want you guys to think about that. How much control do you actually have over your own food? I know that you go and you purchase, and Sven probably purchases, and you're picky about where you buy. At some point, that's not going to be an option, and you take the cheapest calories when you are poor. You're just trying to get food. You're trying to be, full. Unless you start controlling your own food supplies, when it comes to bugs and they grind them up and they put them as filler, are you going to have a choice? In other words, do you control your food supply? Do you know the farmers? Are you your own farmer? It's a scary thought, but you really do. Victory gardens. God, I wish everybody out here would have a victory garden for some of their food at least. Culver's. Where is this Culver's, guys? Haven't seen this. Somebody give me an example. Where do you have Culver's? In what area? DFA, I don't know if we're going to get interest paid back or not. Me personally, I do not think we're going to. I think the principal's going away, but we're not getting interest back. Many out there disagree and think it's the other way around. Which Bolivar free 3GR? Which Bolivar? That's a good question on the where. Is that Banknote World? Do you guys know? I don't know who sells it. To me, I have been told it doesn't matter what years on the Bolivar, that the math, there's more zeros on the newer ones, but they know the series, so they will simply adjust the math based on that. MS, I think we're still going to get notifications somewhere here within the next few days. I do. I could be wrong. God knows I've been wrong before, but I am very hopeful in getting exceptionally confident comments out of all of my sources that are on locations. Natasha, I'm sitting on over 4 pounds of silver and some Zim. I'm definitely not buying anything. Just let it shake out. Been poor so long, it will be Academy Award acting. You're going to have to, like, when this thing is over and you are so used to living on nothing, you suddenly have money, it's going to be tough. I suggest going and getting a not so fancy newer car, a year or two old, and sit tight for a little while on it before you make any knee-jerk reactions with it. Somebody just said that's where you got yours at Banknote World. So did we ever answer that one? Is that where Matt sent us all that time and then we completely blew him out of the water? Sent you some info for healing from my... Oh, yes, I saw that, Michael. I'll take it. Actually, I've got it starred so that I can read it, and I haven't gotten to it yet. I've not looked into the borax protocol. I didn't even do the Epsom salt thing, to be honest with you guys. It's so difficult for me to figure out how to do that because I can't lift, pour, and then if I put my foot in a tub, who cleans up the tub? It's rough. Zim, told you're looking specifically for 2008 or 2009 AA or AB bonds. Kevin asked that question. That is what I've been told to look for. Culver's in Wisconsin. Elizabeth Joy, yeah, exactly. No Culver's in Carolinas, never heard of them. So it originated in Wisconsin. So you cheeseheads are holding out on us. You don't want to share the tastiness. Can you give us some examples of community projects and what should we list with it? Marika, we actually did a good video on it, but that would be over at the normal original MarkZ channel just on that. But some great examples would be building a house for homeless mothers in your area or abused females and their children as they attempt to get out. One of the things I always thought would be neat, because you see so many of these dilapidated roadside hotels or the like, I was like, sure, it'd be neat to be able to buy some of those, especially if they could be gated so that you could allow these people that are in bad positions, they've got an abusive spouse or whatever, for them to be able to get themselves and their kids out someplace secure to fix them up. Of course, you could use them for many things. You could use them for recovering addicts, just so many things you could do, or just for the temporary homeless, so that they would have a place where they would have laundry, an address. You could put small schools in them so that you could help educate them for employment, help them put a staff together that would help them with job applications, help them apply for furthering education. Many of the folks that are homeless simply can't, they need an address to even go through the system to be able to apply for benefits. To be able to apply for many of those, you have to have an address so that they can reach out to you. So many people fall between the cracks. That's just an idea, Marika. It could be helping small farmers. You could build a plant that makes roofing shingles or something that employs people. It's so many ideas on the humanitarian project. Drilling water for folks in rural areas, bringing solar internet to sub-Saharan Africa, to bringing it to the mountains of Peru, or things like, there's so many different things. You just have to open your mind and say, hey, where is there a need that's not being met? Where do I see humanity suffering? Many folks in here at Marika want to do things for animals, like help fund animal shelters so that we do away with all the kill shelters, help them find homes, offer free spaying and neutering for pets, perhaps. Charles likes it. So many. There is going to be a plethora, a regular cornucopia of funds for veterans after this. So many of you guys, that is one of the things that's important to you, because we have so many veterans that watch and are in this community. It's going to be, it's going to be monumental, the change for so many suffering vets out there as they get help for homes or just homes, period. So many homeless vets as they get them off the street. Healthcare. I'm excited. I'm very excited for this. Wait, Red Wing, are you still in here? Is the goose still with us? That is a long run for you. Rika, you are so very welcome. What's the news about air travel being an issue next year because of Rika? That's we actually shared some of those. Let me see if I can find one of them. CDC asking. We're expecting a lot of disruptions in air travel. Oh, wait a minute. I'm trying to get back to me here. Gotcha. Howling Mad. Yeah, no, I saw that one. We're going to work on that one. But I've been doing that low key. What about helping fix our water situation in Las Vegas, Nevada, where they say our water is short, not enough? This one's a tough one, Wolfie. I know you folks love living in Vegas or certain parts of New Mexico, but many of these areas, they're not meant to support large populations of people. They have to pump in water from states away and all those. At some point, everybody's got to go, Mother Nature doesn't want us living here, or at least not in these biggest cities. I'm certain there's going to be some cool technology for it, though. Oh, wait. Somebody just said, you go, Matt. We were worried about you. Is this true? Is Matt Johnson in the room? Is Matt J here? Did he find us over at Trolling News? You'll be making my day if Matt were in the room, guys. Making my day. Hope Ambassador, I'll agree with you. I would highly suggest you guys start. Sorry, I just saw somebody's comment. Yes, I would highly suggest you start local so you have more control over your humanitarian projects, and then branch out from there. Of course, I can't tell you what your heart is. If your heart is drawing you somewhere else, if you feel led to do something else, and that's what you need to do. I'm one of those that when God speaks, I tend to take it, put it on the shelf until I'm certain that he's talking to me and it's not my own ego talking. But he always makes it a point to get there. If it's something that's important to him, it is going to continue to derail all of my efforts until I embrace it and say, that's what I'm supposed to do. Gaming Terry, that's one of the big things that is included in the settlements is a tremendous amount set aside for Native American and Aboriginal tribes around the world. So not necessarily just Native Americans or Native United States Americans, but Native Americans in Canada, different tribes, the Aborigine tribes in Australia, that is one of the big ones in this entire revaluation. And that's where I was laughing. That would sure, I don't know, probably too coherent to beat Biden. Gary, I think the lifespan Hoover Dam is too weak to hold more water. They should be keeping it low on purpose. Lake Mojave, 80 miles south, is overflowing. Gonna pump it? Debbie, much love. See you tomorrow and tonight, of course. And if you haven't figured out, we're at Trolling News Network on the YouTube side of it, still at Twitch, still at Odyssey changed their system. I don't know. I think we are actually moving forward. Let's see here. Yeah, I actually have a live stream going. I'm learning. Odyssey has changed their system and setup. So I'm trying to go, and anyway, I'm trying to get as many as possible. I'm going to try to start uploading as many to BitChute as I have started BitChute too. No followers there yet. So many. I'm learning to try to expand the different venues, guys, so that we don't ever get shut down. It was a great wake-up call yesterday. Fortunately, you guys adjusted quickly. All right. What's the rate on the VND? Frank, what I'm hearing is it's going to go for $2.25 to $2.30 per Vietnamese dong. So US $2.25 to $2.30 per one VND, which is just huge. That's what I am hearing. Oh, wow. Dale. Culver's is moving south, location in Kannapolis, Concord. If they're going there, then no doubt they're going to be right off of Speedway Boulevard near the Big Bass Pro Shop. It means I'll get to try Culver's. Hey, keep me posted, Dale, as to when they get open, all right? Any birthdays today? Any birthdays that I need to know about before we wrap it up? I've not heard, still, John, I still don't have a rate on Venezuelan Boulevard. Nanad, I am very much looking forward to visiting you in Croatia. I really want to get there. Happy holidays to you. That is, the coast of Croatia is one of the top on one of the places I want to visit. I don't know how bad your lockdowns are, you're crazy, whatever, but I would be interested. Have passport. We'll travel. See, looky there. Thank you, Red, White, and Blonde, for posting this link on your Telegram. Thank you, Red, White, and Blonde. They've got a Culver's in Kentucky already. Kentucky's ahead of us. You do not have to buy the currencies for what I consider to be in the second basket beforehand, Alex. You can wait until after. That is, so many of you folks that are worried you only have a little bit or not much or not anything. You're retired. Your retirement's expected to go up. You should still be able to take advantage of this next round. There's going to be, my favorite ones, Alex, are the Central African currencies. They call them the CFAs. There's a Central African and a West Africa CFA. Those are my favorites. That, Afghanistan, and also Mongolia. Those are my favorites at this point. Anyone? Yes. That's kind of like snipe hunting. Well, actually, no, it's worse than snipe hunting. Rocky Mountain oysters are real. I don't want any. No thanks. Wait, there's a Culver's in Southwest Florida in Bonita Springs. Travel time. Did we find any birthdays? Bill Ward, happy birthday, Bill. Still looking to see if I find anybody else. Constitutional Warrior, Merry Christmas. VND. No, the only ones that require a project is Zim, Marika. That's the only one. If you have Zim, and it doesn't require it, you can still take away what you're going to take away. You can just get extra if you have a project. I highly suggest you do have one, but if you don't, you don't. You may not even feel like you need to. I'm building a tiny village for recovery and reset life after child support, imprisonment, roof, job, food. I like it. Fine, rub it in, Kukla. Rub it in that you've got them all up there in Chicago, and I don't have any. You got the fat pizza. We got skinny pizza. You're just gonna make me feel bad about who? No, I'm just kidding, Kukla. I'm gonna have to either just come visit so I can try it or something. True Silverado. Let's get that update. Cancer surgery went well yesterday. Thanks for the prayers. Today I'm getting stem cell injections in my left ankle for destroyed tendon. True, so keep me up to date on how well that works. I am fascinated with some of these stem cell therapies. Requires being in a cast for the next 4 weeks, then a removable boot and physical therapy. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you, Bert. Merry Christmas. Oh, there was a good one. All right, this one, if you've not seen it, is absolutely fantastic. Let me see if I can. The password, James O'Keefe, that was touching. If that didn't bring tears to your eyes, as both of them were in tears. Matter of fact, I'm going to pull that one up on Odyssey when James O'Keefe meets Joseph Bondarenko, and I'm glad you brought that one up, Jess. Here is that link. This is just a heartfelt, true moment. You can't make these up. So many things in our world are staged, and then you get these genuine moments, and it's really cool, just really cool. I can't imagine James is worried about taking anything down on copyright infringements, but just to be safe, I can't afford any more strikes right now. And then he literally prays for him right there. It is something, Jess. Yeah, glad you mentioned that. All right, happy birthdays, MS Mom. Poor Bill, you're gonna have to get called darling. Geez, Thomas, there's over 10 Culvers in North Carolina already, and I don't know. Red the military says there's going to be a new jab that is going to cure the virus. MAGA, we're hearing that. I don't know the technology yet. Just read an article yesterday and included in yesterday's links for you all. I'm still doing my due diligence on it because it does use some type of nanoparticle. Is it safe? Is it not safe? Let's do this one. So they tell me it's your birthday. Well, happy birthday, darling. And Bill, may you live, may you love. May all your dreams come true. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to all of you folks celebrating. Z-Man is hearing Boulevard 27 to 55. I'm hearing similar to that too, but I don't know if that means do we drop 6 zeros or drop 8? How do we do the math? Do we not drop any? If not, oh my God, right? So I wish I knew what to expect on the Boulevard. Mine says, okay, anyways, guys, I gotta do it. Let's see. MS at Mom, have a blessed day. Bill, have a blessed day. Anybody else celebrating, have a blessed day. Arky, this is one of the things that is top of mind. Putting shop classes back in schools. I want every kid, whether you're in the U.S. or around the world. So I'm hoping if you're in Australia, if you're in South Africa, you will embrace this just like I want to embrace it here in the States. I want every kid to come out of high school with a skill they can fall back on. If everything goes south, their dreams don't materialize. They have something that they can fall back on. Building a house, cooking a meal, growing food, something, welding, something. All right, guys, I'm getting out of here. See you back here, same bat channel at 7 p.m. tonight for the news.